Hi viewers, you're welcome back to my continuation of a special broadcast. This is Mission Administration West broadcasting from Umbrella Junction. I'm very thrilled and having you in the connection, regardless of what we've been going through, and try to make things with your little great understanding. And my hope and trust is that I am able to deliver the true cause. And what is the cause that I want to deliver? This is myself. I've always shown you. I am very different when it comes to picture, and then myself, I transform. So if you don't see what I transform to all the time, that I've shown you on the screen is myself. The same person that have been living for all the ages is the same person you are seeing on the screen. I've not shown you anybody better than myself, as it is not your very concern to know who you are, as I've delved in the situation. To be myself, and I carry nobody here. This is not a kind of situation I can tell you in the name of somebody. No, it's in my own birth, purpose, kingdom birth. So I'm not doing somebody's will. The will of doing somebody's situation, like just simply saying to do somebody's will, is actually myself. Because whatever is here is myself, Sunday. Whatever is here is just myself, January. Whatever is here is myself, Sylvester. Everything written about me is what is happening. Whatever is about myself, it also says. And this word is actually as a great power when you know what is K, the king, or the key, all of that, and the KV, or the KV. That's the energy, everything working with the name is technological and powerfully cosmic reaction powered. So let me go straight to what we're trying to do. I will be talking about the real meaning of what they stated as heaven. What is heaven? Heaven is actually a location, a place also on this very earth, and many other things to what he called it or refer it above. And you truly know what they say is heaven or above. So when it's above, you definitely also look up very well and say, what is above or above you is what is above you. And this Aven. Aven. So when we talk of Irish, you have to know what it says Irish. I'm trying to communicate something very important, and they are also making a voice like a ghost. I have never died. You cannot call me one of them because you don't have any tomb or a grave where I've been buried. I'm the one who lived and consciously, supernaturally transformed from every stage of my life to my flesh and what it is. I decree and declare by the power of Orinator, great power notarial, mighty one the child knew, great shoot, great Hamashish, decree and declare the power of whom it is given, great Yahudi, greatest power, authority of supernatural well-being, supernatural strength of the Lord, great powerful spirit nature reserve, power of the great mountain, healed, mighty one. We command you, even greatest authority that comes from the authority of invisible, the light of the Lord. Let your will prevail. Your will is already what I'm doing. And the enemy that tried to also form something is not a part of it. It is the army of the Lord that I cause and focus on. To deliver this true cause, I have to greatly say, may the Lord lead speedily as the Spirit has always shown. Thank you for also making day with us in path and time. I would like to take what is right here, what I've been in real stock, what the Lord is showing. The Lord of hosts, the supernatural world. Let's see as really, you want to say you perceive. So in an art, it is perceived. And I'm not speaking like a failure of somebody who has ever failed, because I've always used myself as an artist. To say I failed, you are just not aware of what it means to say you are creating something. And I don't have to have somebody accused of my work or accuse the work to try to pull it down and say that this side of what I've done is not what he wants, or your lack of knowledge or your misunderstanding doesn't conclude what I have probably delivered. And that's what I can say now. So let's make it quickly delve of speed. And let's see the G rate if you truly understand what is Aven. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that, because I told you I'm never going to force somebody to do that for me. I've always said that I have done this not following somebody, but to have the passion, it means it's my own purpose and birth already. I got my sticker on my right hand. That is what the decree of the ruler, the 6, the star that shoot. The G is a star that shoot into the what? The universe, and on the place the Lord delivered it. So I'm really going to be very interested in the part that holds this. There we start quickly, and I will take this. This word, somebody will have to look at it carefully. You know that my voice is a little changed because it holds so much as a child that is sleeping. Yet I'm not sleeping. So let's see what it is. Because what I'm saying, they try to make it sound like a person that is like a vibration crying. And I don't have to hold all my time to do this. Because what I'm doing, the camera, the wicked ones are the one mentioning the things. And once they are corrupt and mentioning the system spoil, that I've been the one fixing this from day one of this day. So in this, we're going to look at a location, that mythology of Venus. Then theology of heaven, that is a he heaven. We're going to look at why they got a heaven in one word, other than he heaven. And it's already stated. And the mythology of alien. This word comes with what? Comes from the one that made the people thought they have everything, yet they didn't know what comes from above or from outside the space or from a different world. And that's very important. Now here we start with what? General. And what was said general. What it is about. If I begin to communicate, the screen cannot be shaken. So as the screen shaken, that doesn't make it a God. The phone is not a God. Whatever you call a God, that's not what I'm observing. I don't think I'm worshiping anything. You understand? I'm just showing what is available, what I have in stock. This is my own life path. I'm doing what is on my life path, not you. So if you don't understand, you are in a kingdom and somebody is trying to put you on the life path as destiny. I'm the one who holds the destiny. Because I'm the one with the love that lead the path. So the term Aven, look at it very well. The term Aven appears in several different mythologies. In the Star Wars, listen well, in the Star Wars, that is in the shining star, or in the shining one's world, or in the Star Wars universe. Aven is a goddess worshipped by what? The Nemoidian species, known for telling the unraveled tale alongside Maradine. This word is in the Bible that they call Magdalene. So take note. In the magic or in the game of magic, you know, they told you already those ladies were possessed. They have so much power, like a magical strength, which they describe as what? Demonic or whatever spirit possessed. If you're not careful, somebody can use you or make useless of you and then throw you away and carry your good away. That's what has always happened. So we are just not saying that you understand this game better than myself, who is already the light, showing from every angle, giving life, giving you the life that you can't feel. You can't feel, because that's what it's the purpose of January. And in this January, USA cannot say he will throw it away when they are already liberty. So in the game magic, then the gathering, Aven are a race. So when you put a G here, they call it grace. But that's not G, for instance. You know, the letter G is actually a symbol as a star shoot into race, or to race in the universe until you get to a location. Like a rocket, you simply will shoot or launch into the space, and later you found a place it will land. That's the meaning, an arrow, or like a kind of hunter's trail. So it says the Aven Aven are a race of what? Bird-like creatures, often depicted as what? Sapien and what? Anthropomorphic or anthropomorphic. Additionally, Aven is a what? Is a given name with Irish origins, meaning what? Fair, radiance. So if you came and you are fair, it means that you are from this heaven or kingdom. And I already show you. That's why I got a sticker on my right hand and showing you. When they said, he that is truth, when he comes, he's having. So this is heavenly people that try to show you what you don't understand. And the understanding is this. And you look at why it is connected to only Sunday. This is the kingdom, the Jerusalem, whatever they call it, Jerusalem. Here it is. They said the Star Wars mythology, Aven and Maradine. So that this same name, you know it will be connected to Maria. This is what they're saying. And you know what they say also matter. And the same Christ have mentioned that anytime you go out there to preach or talk about him, you should not forget to thank Martha and Maradine, or Martha and what? Magdalene. And I'm conscious about this thing. And once I have it, I keep it like it's a kind of forever thing. That is what? Energy in myself. And it says Aven was what? A Nemoidian goddess alongside what? Maradine, who were known for what? Narrating the unraveled tale. So this is why the same Christ had to what? Alongside will be what? Doing what? Parable power. That's what they were telling simply. And these things are so obvious that if you know it, then you have no worries at all. You have to just look at the whole thing like, what are you saying? Yeah, that's what the Lord is saying. That's what the Lord, that's why he said, when he, the Spirit of truth, comes from heaven, or when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will show you all these things in the past and in present, and then things will happen. What are we saying? When the thing is already before us, are we supposed to listen? What did he say is this word I mentioned? First one. Now let's take a legged look at this one. This is a legged look. What does he say is Aven? So in Greek, we also put a search right there, and you're going to say Aven. Now look at Aven. Aven also in Konya, when you mention January, then January in Konya, it is given as inlay. And then this inlay, let's look at it there above. You say it right here. So Aven, that's why Christ, he told them, anytime they mention they should look up, that is what heaven. Because even the birds fly in the space and heaven. That's what it says heaven. So that what you don't hope from heaven coming is what already is right before you. It's already what right before you. And so what? Mbev or in Mbev. And in Korean we have the language Mbe. This Mbe is already saying I'm saying or that I say that. So these are all in the connection, super connection to a particular place. And here where we're born is a temple. And to have temple in the Bible, it means the temple is the place that it says what he will come from. But you don't know because the world is in the situation that you cannot get truly unless the person who came as an archangel show you what it is. Because it told you when the archangel rises, he shall rise and fight for the youth. He didn't say we're just going to fight for anything. No, heaven is a different place. That is why you want to say you got a strength and give to whom it is given, or when glory is due, you give to whom it is due. So the verb is there that is translated also as heaven or Aven. Now I want to show you why he mentioned it heaven. Then you will know why they say what he Aven. Then they put it together, you have that word of heaven. So it says it translates this Aven, it translates in Greek as what? So it translates to what? Of the sun. And I'm the one saying born on Sunday, midnight before even the sun came. So that trying to drift, or maybe the sun came and then I came in the very latter day of it. So we're just like that. That is a race. That's the race. So this is what we say is the race, the G race, the ruler's race. That he may have come waiting for my coming. As maybe the other light, the light. So that traveling in midnight actually is what? Is a light. And by traveling, we need it for food or making or preparing the whole gardens or the vineyard. That's why heaven actually told you that it's about a king that is marrying for his son. And nobody has ever married for me anything. All that you are doing is marrying to different men and giving birth to your own kind. Not that you have given birth to anybody for me. Or they told you King of Heaven is like a soldier who have spent his money or wealth to prepare a vineyard that he may eat of the flock. Or all of that, that's what it is. Or it's as a man or somebody, just simply, that's okay. So it translates to what? Of the sun. What is the sun? Sun Ata or the Su Nata. This is where you have to know the people who give it. I was born of what? Saturday and then Tuesday birth. That result to what? The Sunday. Or they tell you the city of the sun. Where is the city of the sun? In Konya, that's where it is. That is where they are. That's why we have the rock of Math on the top of the mountains, or it's a place that if you were not born to live in such a place, you never know. That's why there's war. Anytime there's a little thing of misunderstanding, try to go beyond your boundary, there's a war. That's the original war. And it's a name associated with what? Heliopolis, the sun and the hello that you have been making on phone calls and all of that. So the phone is actually what? Of the sun. That is the solar energies. That's what Solomon was just called soul, so that you don't get it well until we tell you. But that if it truly came from the Lord original, then the love will be what will lead. That's why you see people opening their leg, opening it down. That doesn't mean I've asked anybody to open, because I've never given anybody marriage. Neither would I even say you should be, if I be the virgin. 37 plus, which is 1. Already everything have been coded to the house that is what? U20. You know what it means? In century, here in Teshi. Century. And the Lord returned to what? Century, truly. And it says what? It's a name that was associated with what? Heliopolis. So if you have any nation built, then you see the sun having its own what? Police. And you see that police existed already, as we told you. And so it was Heliopolis in ancient Egypt. So if it's ancient Mizraim, whatever, you are getting it right away. And it says, and can also refer to a plain in Syria, and modern day called Baal Bek. And my name that starts with the surname B-E-K, then it continues on O-E. So you have to find out even what is O-E. O-E. All of this will tell you why my name is so original to what it is. You want to say it sounds like a can or whatever. No, it's not. It's that even they will tell you bespoke living. Already that's it. And then mention also in the Hebrew Bible. My name is so different, very special. How you think it's special? Yeah, it's because the Lord is the one doing it. And who is the Lord? Myself, showing love. And what is love? Spirit. What is spirit? Life or the living, quickening spirit. That's the quickening spirit. That bringeth every wonderful thing. Is the Lord not ready to what? Carry his own truth? And I'll look at this again when they say what? When it says that. Okay, thank you. When it says, what does Aven mean in the Bible? And now it's going to tell you Aven also having what? NHS. And we have, let's say, the National Health Insurance. And you have it also decoded, also or taken from this word. And it said, even it's like what? Having registered for, let's say, National Health Insurance, and I've never used it, or it's not likely I use it. Or I just have to renew it even though I don't use it. Because already I'm the healer, just making sure everything was prepared for what? The nation building. You say why they have to what? Have such thing connected. And it says what? Nothingness. And then vanity. So that when the Bible or the Christ came, they told you most of the things in the Bible, they told you about what? Vanity, vanity. There are many things you have that you talk about, but it's vanity. To have certain things without a spirit is vanity. So having something without a spirit is vanity. It's nothingness because it's worthless talking about. When you don't know the spirit, it's like they say. Who said they say? You don't know. It's like the Bible said they say. But until the Bible spirit return, or the angel of the Bible, or the angel of the word return, is vanity. Because there's this same word is what? Is idol worshiping. It's connected to idol worshiping. That's why the Lord knows whoever he sent in his own name, and then shall do this wisely. That you will know truly what he said Abraham. Abraham had what? This same kind of vanity in his home. That is his father worshiping. But I don't have any father that worship this kind of things like worshiping idol, bowing to them, sending human being to run errand on behalf of somebody you think should do it for us. No, we don't have anything like that. And obviously I don't have it. But when it comes to abroad, there may be other things because the word heaven or heaven is this. So that this is also what spoken about Hosea, that is a what is a high place of Aven. So I have been on top of the mountain to know all these things. And I know what is Aven. Because I'm the one who is the real person with a mark. Showing you what it says. He bear the mark of pain. Or he bear the suffering in his own flesh. So I'm the Lord who bear the mark. And that you have to learn the one that they say, what is the Bible direction that we should learn or to know? And I'm also able to discern or to be able to tell what I am and who I am. And when you look at it in the scripture everywhere, and even we create a thing live before vision. Not that I'm the one claiming. And here it got to continue on that. It said, even by which he means Bethel. So when you say Bethel, you are just saying Bethel, but the thing is Bethel, where the birth pain is, where you truly identify the real suffering and where suffering came from. Let's say that you went through the slavery. And I'll tell you, because where the Lord has given you is just wanting to know. So that the 400 just mark your table. You have to prepare the table before the Lord. And look at all the number of years it would have taken. And Father, when the time came, the Lord who returned has also returned you to himself. How do you know this? Except you were in this situation. So if you haven't been in a situation, you can never tell. It's like most people who have lived and never know where they have lived and what life they should live. Yeah, they have been told how it is or in the past as a story. And that this same thing they call Bethlehem. This same word they have, so wherever the suffering comes from or wherever the love have ever, that's why they have Bethlehem. You see that the same Bethel is the same thing they are saying Bethlehem. The word changes because of location. Bethlehem. And then we also have about Bethel. which is what it said, birth pain. And the suffering is this. That's why I bear a mark in myself, that you are to return to the Lord your Lord as the one who returned to life, to heal you completely and to show you the wealth we've made. That is the kingdom, to be given a portion in the whole, let's say, U.S. That you can have many places given also. Because the Lord knows those who carry suffering and pain. And then it goes on to say, that he said, it is also he called Bethaven. Why? Because the birthplace. So the land of birth, your return, where you sang the land of my birth. You say, that's where the song is, where it sing it. You say, the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. All of that goes with it. Bethlehem, the same Bethel. Bethel. So you know the hell where you were born and the suffering. Then I'm showing that if care was not taken, that you would probably have traveled. You would have died, nothing, and become nothing. And maybe the seed that they try to preserve wouldn't have continued till this day. That is all that he's saying. So that the scriptures are right there. And that is also going to say the house of vanity. Let's say a house that you see them to be nothing or to have nothing, yet they are the one holding the seed and holding the life that you need. That is, you can't find anything like hope, yet they have the land, the homes. And the Bible told you what? Even such people, he mentioned that they have their own wealth from their own birth. That they are living in their own houses, not somebody's house. We are not living in somebody's house. No matter what, I am not living in somebody's house in Nkonya anyway. And I show you many homes in the channel. Why not find out? Then they'll tell you. Then the people that you didn't know return to have flesh and have gone again, you don't know them. Only in the kingdom they return. I'm telling you, only in the kingdom. And here it says also that on account of the golden calves, Jeroboam had set up there. So going on an expedition, like just look at this here. It says 1 Kings 12:28. Isn't this very supernatural to hear that? And look at the very word here. He said, what is the word or the Greek word for virgin? Now look at what it is. It's a miracle to know this. That the word hasn't described anybody to be old men or old women. It says the Greek word for virgin is what? Parthenos. Or Parthenos. Or Parthenos. Then when they say Parthenos, you will never understand unless they tell you the path. Where's the path? Where's the path? And then the path, he knows. And they told you when he that is love or the perfect one comes, he will tell you everything. That even though that prophesy, it won't be anything than just seeing the things right now, what we need and what we don't need now. And then love is able to prevail. It doesn't fail. When I say be up or be that way, and that it will be. That you can travel and where you go, I'll be there before your plane will land you on the land. My spirit presence will be right there waiting for you. So that you will know that it is the Lord myself that said, and that I'm leading you according to the love of the Lord. That you should be what? Welcome if truly they know love. Then love have led the path already. I'm ahead of you. This is what the path he knows. Which it says what? It occurs 15 times in the New Testament. And travelers to Greeks or Greece will recognize the link to what they are saying. So the path he knows. The what? The classic temple that overlooks the city of Athens. So when I tell you I am the one who knows the giant and things that altars, that is giant things on my mountain. That's what I'm telling you. You don't know where Greek and all of this is. The same place I was born, the same place everything is. Because if you are not a virgin, you never know. And nobody has ever known this because I'm the only one. So he said until you return or until the archangel returns, nobody knows it. Even though they will live there and have names. But they don't know where the thing is. Or they know it, but they'll be worshiping what? Different forces with it. And that will be the reason for why it was reserved. That is reserved truly. Is that not correct? Now let's look at one thing here. If the Lord should be our Lord indeed. Look at here. So look at what I'm saying. In this, we have another word that continues the conversation. So look at one thing here. That for Greek translation of this same word Aven, it continues to say, even in the Greek or Hebrew, Look at it here carefully. He said the Septuagint, the Greek translation of what? Of the Hebrew Bible, uses what? Look, uses the Greek word pathinos as a prophet. You want to talk about if you say prophet in part, go to the Corinthians, you understand it very well. So the Corinthians is not just a name, but it's a community, it's a place. And they are telling you all that you have to know. So the what? Uses what? The Greek word pathinos to translate the Hebrew word ALMAH. ALMAH, and you have it in this country as Saturday. ALMAH. And the same ALMAH gave birth to what? Saturday again, including Tuesday. And then Saturday and then Tuesday also gave birth to what? Sunday again. And this Tuesday was also what? Born between Sunday. And so this ALMAH, they say what concerns you. So if you're not a virgin or a young woman, you are not called for this work. It means you have already enjoyed. That's what they told you. And the Lord shall remind, or you will be what? You will be noted, or your need and worries. The Lord shall know in your youthful days. I don't want to use a certain word for that. So he said the word ALMAH. This ALMAH, which can mean virgin. So the word ALMAH means what? Virgin or young woman. So were you not told that it was a virgin that they told you, and then a young woman? Either of these is what they were referring to, who can use to what? Describe or teach or make a word that you don't understand. So that they say they use this word before you can get the whole thing well. Isn't this the word of the Lord? And look at now the biblical usage. So when it comes to the biblical usage, you will know that the adulterous form of it. Look at it. In Hosea, Aven is used as what? An abbreviation for what? Bethaven. Word means what? Birthplace. Word means what? Bethel. Which they say Bethel. And that is the word it says Bethlehem. Do you not see? So that if I'm the pathfinder or the path maker, truly with my destiny and the prophecy, most of them who are prophesied, it is working because it has to what? Be the Lord's authority, Lord, and being led by the Lord. That is the word. And the angel of the word is myself, who have carried this, suffering everywhere to make sure the love and the soul return. And that it says what? It said, meaning house of vanity. Isn't this in the Bible? Or where can you say we are discerning something that is not written there? And it said, a derogatory name for Bethel. A city known for what? Its adulterous worship. So that place is what? Is known for its adulterous worship. So if it isn't like that in Nkoya, then we are showing you the altars, heavenly altars. So I use the heavenly altars more closely than what you understand. So the church may be talking, yet they don't know what it is in the context when it comes to whatever they call maybe church. Church as a shrine. They don't know it. There is a God Ra. All these are the angels and names of the what? Supernatural forces. You don't know. And many other are these pouring blood and ugly things on something they have called God. And they are rather invoking what? They are trapping the souls that are living well into those things, rather calling them by their name. This is not fair. That is where the archangel comes to fight. And how do you fight? To reveal, to make known what the Lord has hid before the people. For in your sin you shall never know this. You can't know this because he said it is configured already to whom it's reserved. That person alone can know this. Is that clear? Is that very clear? And we will look at a couple of things also right here as it's very important. So did the Bible mention what? The best of his teaching to come from what? To come from somebody who has fallen? No, it's not supposed to be like that. Because for the teaching, the Lord has made known to us. Thank you very much. You are great to say the Lord made it. All right, look at it. So we mentioned that the speech system mentioned that Aven is what? Is a name or the name Aven finds its origin in the Irish language, where it derived its meaning as fair radiance. So we've told you that you have to be fair. And then this name holds significance in the historical context owing to its association with the ancient Irish culture. So when you begin to have people like this, things connected to you, it means that is the soul connected to you wherever. Because the Lord has said, wherever his own will be, that he will be there. It's right here. Thank you very much. You are doing well. You have done quite very well. And let's look at where the name Martha or whatever is right now. The Lord is about to close docket right now. We've done so well. Yeah, we've gone so wide, and we want to thank you, Lord, your supernatural power. Yeah. So let's look at what the Lord is showing that they don't want us to really see it. He has made it known to us already, and let's see his word. All right, I've shown you already. In that case, we will only give way to many other things if the Lord permitted. Now let's take a look at what word when they say when he, the Spirit of truth, comes. Let's look at what it says he, the Spirit of truth. First of all, the Lord mentioned this. You know, it won't be a lie when you now see the relaying spirit and the truth that it holds. That you can't say this time around it's a liar who is doing it. He said, how when he, so this is where they got the word he, and then they added to what? Aven, then it became what? Heaven. Now he said, because he made mention that the return will be he, and that he comes with everything that is what? Already in stock for creation. And that is why we have been able to create, and everything is instant. The super real, the magical strength, the everything, instant, everything of the speed. And he said, however, when he, the Spirit of truth, comes, he will what? Guide you into all truth. What truth is reserved? Everything before the world was created. It means that it's not a small or an easy person you are seeing. To say I'm the one who is able to do this. Because I have made it available. Because my home of a saint is this that have worked such a great people. We cannot fail to do this. Because if you didn't know the truth, as the Lord has said, when the time comes, surely he will make known to you. And that's why it happened. Without anybody trying to prophesy and saying, yeah, they kind of make the thing work. Yeah, because listen what. And he said, for he shall what? Not speak of himself. What am I speaking that you want to say? It doesn't concern spirit or the world or creation. Let's say, what does it mean? And it means that whatever or whatsoever I shall hear. But I'm the one who don't hear. And I'm the one who is not seeing how the prophecy. Yet the prophets are making so much loud noise. The Lord is saying, and they could prophesy, the Lord is saying there should be hunger. The Lord is saying there should be no rain. And all this, is that true? Or the shame of the church has been made known through that way, where we can see, even though they say, then the Bible says again that they say they hear and they don't understand. It's like you heard what he said, but you don't know what it means in the Bible. Or you read the Bible and you don't see the creation. If you see and you cannot make somebody else see it also, it means you see as abstract or dream. You are dreaming. Yeah, you are dreaming when the thing is on your eyeballs or your light, and you cannot reflect it or throw it against a whiteboard, which is holy. And then we see it as a projector showing the thing live. And then on the live screen, the people come out. That's why they couldn't tell you that when Johann the Baptist, he had mentioned his name and he didn't see him. He saw him that same day because they revealed to him who he was before he came. That's why he gave the code. That you can hear, yet we are not hearing. And we are not saying you hear and you understand. You don't understand what you hear. And you say you see, yet you are not able to perceive. What do you perceive? When you perceive, you go before it. You go for it. It means the vision will be live, and you say the human being or a spirit, everything will be live before us. Whatever doesn't work well with the word or seeing or hearing, that means it's not a part or he doesn't value it. He has laid or placed value on most of the things. So he said he will guide. So you claim you see, you hear. Me, I don't hear, I don't see. It is different sound. I get sound tokens and things, mysterious things that I'm able to use to create what I'm seeing live. To see, I can see the whole heaven flashlight. Or to understand it, then they will show lighting, flap, 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 all of that. Lighting throughout. Or you see the glory and cloud that I form instant before you. It is work of glory, showing I am connected to the what? The source. That's why it's happening. Without this, nothing is happening. This is a lot of life. The Lord myself that is living. That I can be with them that are, you know what I mean? And the same time this. I'll be in heaven and at the same time what here. I'll be in the outer space and I'll say at the same time on this same earth. That I've always traveled with, or they that discover and on excursions. Or the archaeologists, this is why they find it so real now. That they understand the spirit of understanding is right here with us. I will be talking right before the spirit of understanding. What does it mean to say spirit of understanding? So he said, that shall he speak if I hear or see. You are the one seeing and hearing, but what he's saying, we are not seeing it concerning the Bible, prophecy, or things to happen. We don't see it. You are rather what the people who have gone to brought the things against somebody, other than allowing what nature and spirit say should have happened. This is not what we are. And it says that, and he will show or show you things to come. So it means that make known to you things to come. And then you see all the other things that I won't read, but just right there. That's why I told you I don't read. I can, because I'm an artist. I'm a computer engineer. That's why I'm showing you the screen. That if I'd be not the one doing my thing, who do you think? I don't use anybody's computer. I don't use computer that I use Fujitsu 8. That is 8 myself, my own number on it. That is X or 2 circle. The tape, the movie is on. The live book, come and see Serial R. A. That's what I use. Yeah, that's all I can tell you I use. Isn't that very nice to hear? That is okay. Thank you. And then in this, we can also talk about this spirit word. Now the Lord will be able to tell you this. That what is he saying is the spirit of truth now. You will be able to tell us now. What is it saying is the spirit of truth right now? Then is this. And I have to put it into search right there. Then in Greek, the spirit of truth is called Aletheia. Aletheia. And what does it mean? To say the Jews also had a word called Aleph. Aleph is the beginning. All of this. Aleph is actually having the beginning. Even if you don't understand what I'm saying, I say Aleph is what I say is what? Alpha and Omega. That's what it is. To just look at what I'm saying. Alpha. That's why the word, the letter is what? A, L, then that is Aletheia. So that's how they got it in to say Alpha. I will get it right there. And they say what? Aletheia. So in Nkonya language, the word January is what? Nle. Nle. That is it. That's why they tell you only, or all of that. You get nothing if you don't get the spirit working for you, as you are the spirit to make sure you are activated. And it said the term is used in both Greek mythology and the New Testament, referring to what? Truth and the spirit that is holy. So truth is what? It's signifying what? Truth and then the Holy Spirit. So what does it mean to say the holy? Single person. And then what does it mean to say the truth? I know what is underneath what we are seeing or what we are eating. It means the Bible origin. I'm telling you, that is the destiny. Hold, I will show you where it came from. And it's what? Representing truth and honesty. And what happened again? And it says on that she, you see that it says she. So this is why they mention she. It says she was what? She was often depicted as a daughter of Zeus. That's why they call the people Jews. They don't know it. That's why they call them Jews. So they were just simply taking the name Zeus or Zeus or Zue. That is what they have as a name. So they're being called the Jews, they were used as a name. They didn't know that. That's why he said even their own came and they didn't receive him, they didn't know him. So this is why. And they say her Roman counterpart is what? Veritas. Wow. How is this before they light and then they don't know it? And look at where you can have most of the like Yuan 14, 17 and the others 15:26. That's okay. The Lord lead us as his word cannot fail. Then let's look at another one. When I come to Egypt, that's on the land. Let's say if we have it here. Then the same word. What is the spirit of truth in Egypt or Mizraim? It's in ancient Egyptian religion. The spirit of truth is embodied as the goddess Maat. So do you see that word? They say matter, matter, matter. These are all the things that made it. And it says what? She specifies. So this one too is she. That's a lady. So if you don't know all these things, then you truly haven't got the truth. That's what I said, the spirit of truth. If it be, then a lady like this. So that if there's a female part of it, that's an archangel and his what? His counterpart or his male part, or like it's just a wave or the spirit. That's a mystery showing you the reality. And that is it. That Maat. What does it mean? It says again that it signifies or personifies what? Truth, justice, balance, order, and harmony. Maat was what? Considered a fundamental. What is fundamental? It means that he's the founder of mental principle. That is out completely your head. Things that comes with what? Your overall thing. That's why we have the angels. So these are all angels. Yeah, these are all angels to compare spiritual things with what? Spirit. Or spirit with spiritual things. Then in that place where it is what? In Egyptian society. Influence what? Every aspect of life or leaf or plants or things that contains what? Breath. Including what? The cosmic order and the actions of both gods and human. So that in the Bible it is written in the beginning is what? They told you everything or whoever keepeth all these things is a God. But I'll tell you I'm not a God because I don't want to be what you understand to be a God. I just want to tell you that what? They're nine. That is the person with the leg or the person with hurt. You want to say that. But even in that, it's a spiritual will. That is a spirit. It means that you have been carried in 9 months. Spiritual thing. And then reality came. You became a complete living creature. Very well, you have to understand that if you never had the opportunity of studying this work or what the Lord is doing, how do you think somebody is able to tell you than just saying in the name of, what does it mean to say in the name of? So it goes on like that. And he said this name carries more details. That Maat was believed to maintain the cosmic order and ensure that the aspects of life in the universe were in equilibrium. It means balance when we have to rain. When you need heat and temperature, everything balanced. That's why the US live it in a place where they control. They tell you things that work for them until we return. That they give you update. Even though you might think they were controlling enough, but they were giving update. So keeping those things until we came. That I'm telling you, I'm the one with my people controlling the universe. Because the Lord is with us. I am the one who make the work and then the glory is revealed. We are not saying that we are hoping or faith. No, we are at work. He said this now the time we are showing you there is more place and work and space in the universe, and only a few find these things as understanding as heavens. And these heavens have to do with what? Birds. They have to do with flying birds. You were told, right? This is all that it is. To say the Lord is with you. And that is it. That's why he couldn't come as he that was Christ, that is said the prince or the king. He came also with a raven or so one of the ravens was a dove. That's what they are saying. How can we know all this things and then we allow something else to rule over us? If we know it, then why not give it a try? So let the Lord lead the path as he has always made. That I have not failed. In failure is an artist does not fail. Because the spirit that is with him should create or I don't just want to use a certain way. Should chi. So let me say so chi ra that thing, then they said giraffe. So do you know what they say giraffe? Then I began with the art as a word I try to mention that I put it into act. then you see the reality of what I'm trying to say. Because there are some word spirit where that is in the silence. You can only whisper it, or you can only try to say it, then the thing will be given. Not that you can abuse their name, because most of the things you say, they don't necessarily mean